What up? What up? What's going on? Yeah, my voice is crazy right now. Hold on. Let me try to set this up so that it'll be nice and smooth. What's popping? What's going on, people? What's the deal? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. Hold on, this shit look like it's sliding like a motherfucker. Hold on. Let me try to put something here to keep it up. Hold on. So what's good, people? What's going on? I'm chilling. I'm on my phone. Excuse me. I'm on my phone live, so I ain't gonna be able to take calls or none of that. You feel what I'm saying? You said, "What am I doing live right now?" About to spit that game. Hold on. I don't got my fucking stand and shit. I'm trying to make sure this shit don't fall too crazy. There we go. That should be good. Anyway, man. So what's good, people? Get them likes up. So real quick, I wanted to talk about, how women's feelings fluctuate. Women's feelings fluctuate. Now, what gave me the idea to even do this one is because I put up a video yesterday. Some of y'all might have already saw it, where I was talking about choosing signals. Like I went out and I was going out to see, if chicks was gonna be checking for a dude without me really having to go up and do anything. And so a lot of guys got it confused. So basically I was saying that I was looking for the signals. And so what I was saying was that I saw, and I'm sure there's probably other girls checking me here and there, but I saw blatantly like 3 or 4 girls that was choosing, right? And so the reason why I went out there specifically just to, post up and see what's popping was because I wanted to see, what was going to happen without me doing anything. Like I'm just chilling there, drinking my drink, laying back. I'm checking messages on my phone. You understand? I'm bopping to the music, just chilling. And so, I'm seeing who's gonna be, throwing the signals out there. Now, what guys gotta understand is this. There's a lot of times where chicks will choose you and you won't even notice it. You have no idea. You understand what I'm saying? So you won't even be realizing it at that point. You understand? And there's different choosing signs that I talk about, 15 signs she's into you. That's, my bad boy membership. So you guys should definitely get that. So on the bad boy membership, I have a program called 15 signs she's into you. And that program is really all about choosing. It's all about seeing, if the girl's into you or not. Now, this is the thing that you guys got to understand about choosing. And this is why I titled this Women's, Feelings Fluctuate. You understand? The reason why I titled this Women's Feelings Fluctuate is because a lot of guys have this idea that just because a woman is choosing them, what up, Vaughn, was popping? They think just because a woman is choosing them, that means that, everything is all good. You understand? They think everything is all good. So they'll see a chick checking them out, looking at them, and they think, okay, it's on. Meaning like, I got this chick. Because I had a few dudes in the comments talking about, yeah, that's why I just wait for the choosing signs. And, there's like Mr. Lucario. It was one dude in there, I forgot his screen name, but he'll know that I'm talking about him. He was like, Mr. Lucario, you're basically saying the choosing works because you had 4 girls checking you out and you could have got with that one girl you liked and all this other stuff, right? Now, again, I'm not against guys seeing that a girl's choosing and going up and making it happen. That's what you should do. I just don't think it's beneficial for any dude to sit around and just wait for that and that'll be it. So that's what a lot of guys do. They're waiting for it and that's it. They're like, I'm just gonna wait for that and I'm not gonna approach any woman unless I feel or I see that she's choosing. You understand? This is what a lot of dudes they'll do. And so what I'm saying is that your success rate is going to be lower doing that. See, what guys think is that their success rate is going to be higher or it's going to be easier because the chick is choosing, right? But I titled this show Women's Feelings Fluctuate. And what does fluctuate mean? That means that it shifts, that it changes. You understand? Daquan Jones, you said they're scared of rejection, right? Real talk. That's why dudes is always looking for the choosing. But what I'm saying here is that a woman's feelings are going to fluctuate. So that means it's going to change often. So if you're thinking that, okay, well, this girl, she's checking me out, she's choosing, guys think that automatically means they're going to get the pussy. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying to you guys. You have to understand that the feelings fluctuate. So if a girl is feeling you at the moment, if she's choosing you at the moment, doesn't necessarily mean that in the next moment she's going to want to fuck with you. You understand? And this is why I tell guys that you have to understand that this is a numbers game. You got to get your numbers up. Because the dude in the comments, he was like, you know, I'll just get like 2 girls a month who's choosing and try to fuck with them. But what you got to understand is those 2 girls could end up not wanting to fuck with you tomorrow. So for example, you could be, let's say for example, you're at a bar and you see a girl like eye fucking you. She's checking you out heavy. Then you go up and you approach her and you talk to her, right? And then while you're talking, you notice that she's not really as receptive as you thought she was gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? The client says he's gonna wait another month. Exactly, like, you know, dudes don't get it. So you go up to the girl, you start talking to her, and she's not as receptive as you thought she was gonna be. Why? Because she saw you across the room. She probably thought you were physically attractive, right? You came over, you start talking, and now she don't like the sound of your voice. She, you know, she sees that you're a little nervous, and that's kind of turning her off. You're not aggressive enough. You understand? There's certain things that now this girl is not choosing you at this point. And so your thing was, oh, she's choosing me, so now I'm going to go and talk to her. But now you went to talk to her, and now she's not really feeling you anymore. You understand? Or what could happen is you get a girl that's choosing you, you approach her, you talk to her, everything is cool, right? And then what happens is that, let's say you get her number, or even let's say you even try to take her home that night, right? And this happened to me a couple times too. So this is why I'm telling you that women's feelings fluctuate. You get that girl in a club or whatever, you take her out the spot, you go back to her place or you take her back to your place. Then when you get to your place or her place, she don't want to fuck. You understand what I'm saying? She don't want to fuck. So now she chose you at the bar, but now that you're at your house or at her house, her mind changed. She don't want to do the thing y'all trying to do, or you trying to do, right? So what difference did it make that she chose you when she ain't fucking you? You understand what I'm saying? Or what can happen is this, is that you said only dudes who out here pulling chicks would know that, though. That's what I'm saying. Dudes got to go out there and start pulling some chicks. Understand? So this is what I'm saying. Don't always rely just on choosing. 'Cause I know a lot of guys, they're online. They're looking at people talking about, oh, just wait for the choosing all the time. And for most dudes, that's not really, it's not going to happen as often. You understand what I'm saying? So, because think about this. Think about all of the pickup artist videos. Let's just think about pickup artist videos. How many pickup artist videos do you think they have out there of the pickup artist showing you, women choosing them before they approach, before they go and try to pick up the girl? How many pickup artist videos do you see where they're showing you, oh, we're going to show you this girl choosing me first, and then I'm going to go holler at her? Where they do that at? Show me. You feel what I'm saying? And so the thing is, you got to understand is that choosing is not the end all be all. Why? Because women's feelings fluctuate. So a chick could be choosing you at 8:30 p.m., right? At the a bar, at the event, and by 9:15 she don't like you no more. Why? Because women's feelings fluctuate. You feel what I'm saying? So when dudes say, well, I'm just gonna wait for her to choose me, and that's it, you're wasting a lot of time. Also, and I talked about this before, is that sometimes a woman's not checking you out at all. She's not really, trying to holler at you at all. She's not looking at you. You're not even on her radar. You understand? But what happens is you go up, you approach, you talk to her, and while you're talking to her now, she's choosing you. You feel what I'm saying? Why? Because women's feelings fluctuate. So even if she saw you across the room, but she wasn't thinking nothing of you, now that you came over, start talking to her, interacting with her, now she's like, oh shit, I like this guy. Why? Because women's feelings fluctuate. Meeks a million was popping. So again, I'm not saying this to put down people who are, waiting for choosing signals, because if you get choosing signals, you should definitely go and approach the girl. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if that's your game plan where you never, ever try to approach women because you're saying, well, I'm just going to wait for them to choose me because you feel like choosing is the safer and more efficient route to take because you think choosing equals the girl is going to actually stick with you, have sex with you, follow through, you are fooling yourselves. Why? Because women's feelings fluctuate. You understand what I'm saying? This is what a lot of guys don't understand. This is why you get a girl's number, you ever get a girl's number, and then you call her and she doesn't respond? Women's feelings fluctuate. That's why. You trying to take a girl back to your spot, everything is all hot and heavy, you think you about to get some ass, then you don't get no ass. Why? Because women's feelings fluctuate. You see what I'm saying? And so this is why I'm saying that in order for you to get a consistent number of women who you can have sex with, date, have, chicks you want to fuck around with for whatever reason, right? You have to put in work and you have to play the numbers. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. If I just only wait for, let's just say, for example, every month, let's go with the other guy's example. Every month I get two girls trying to choose me. Let's say two girls a month is choosing me, right? And let's say for 3 months, that's 6 girls that's choosing me, right? So now what happens is I'm relying on 6 chicks to actually make something happen with, like to have some sex, to hook up with, whatever I'm doing. I'm relying on those 6 chicks, right? Now, what you have to understand is that those 6 chicks, even though they were choosing you at first, aren't necessarily reliable. You understand? Because again, women's feelings fluctuate. So if I'm just waiting on those 6, what can happen is that I might only get one of those 6 or none of those 6. You feel what I'm saying? Now, versus if I'm saying, you know what, I'm not going to wait for a chick to choose me. I'm just going to go out there and talk to who I want to talk to, right? And let's say you talk to, within 2 months, you talk to like 200 chicks, right? And out of those 200 chicks, you end up, fucking with like 15 or 20 of them. You understand? So I'd rather have 15 or 20 out of 200 than maybe 1 out of 6. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's no guarantee that those 6 who are choosing are going to follow through. Why? Because women's feelings fluctuate. This is why you can, look, let me tell you guys something. There's a difference between how we view things and how women view things. You understand? So, you ever notice, and I talked about this before, you ever hear of a woman talking shit about a dude who she don't like, and then you end up seeing her fucking with him next week? She's like, oh, I can't stand Travis. He sucks, and he's the worst, and he's a fuck boy, and yada, yada, yada. I can't stand that motherfucker, right? The next week, you see her fucking with Travis. You're like, what? What? You was just talking shit about Travis. Why? Because women's feelings fluctuate. Or the opposite happens. A chick, she's like, oh, I really like this guy, or this probably happened to you, where a chick was like, oh, I'm really into you, I really like you, everything is cool. You met that girl that night, y'all was kissing, everything was on point. You was like, yeah, girl, let's see each other next week, blah, blah, blah. The next week come, she give you the text like, oh, you know, I'm sorry, I was kind of thinking, I'm not really looking for that right now, blah, 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 blah. Or you text her, she don't respond to your text, and you're like, what the fuck happened? We were just making out. I don't understand. Women's feelings fluctuate. So, you said, oh, she'll respond a little bit and then stop replying altogether. Real talk, exactly. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that you need to engage with an abundance of women. Even guys, let's say, even if you're a guy who only wants a girlfriend, right? If you want a girlfriend, let's say you're single, you ain't got no girl, you ain't really fucking with nobody, but you want to get a girlfriend. Do you realize that, and I did a video about this years ago, I think it was titled like, it was something, I can't remember the title, but basically what I said is that if you want a girlfriend, just one girl, if you want one girl, you have to date like a player. You understand? If you want one chick, you still have to date like a player. What does that mean? Right? In most cases, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go on different dates. You're going to have to deal with different girls because that one girl you really liked, that you really hoped was going, you know, let's call her Stephanie. You thought Stephanie was going to be your girlfriend. Guess what? Stephanie stopped calling you. Y'all went out on 2 dates and she ghosted you. Right? So what you need to do is you're going to need to go out with Stephanie, Tiffany, Shaniqua, Brittany, Stacy. You got to go out with all 5 of those girls. Because one of those girls out the 5 may end up being your girlfriend. Why? Because women's feelings fluctuate. So what happens is that the more a woman is emotionally attached to you, right, the stronger her feelings towards you will end up being in the long run. But what you have to understand is that women's feelings fluctuate, and it does that especially in the beginning. You understand? You said that happened to you. You was kissing with some chick, and the next day you saw her on Facebook with some other dude. And so this is what you guys got to understand. And this is what confuses you guys. You're looking at how women interact with us and operate with us through the lens of how you see things as a man. You understand? And this is what confuses you. This is what messes you up in the long run. Because if, let's say, for example, if you might see a girl, right? And in your mind, you're like, I want to have sex with her. Now, since you've made your mind up, you're like, yo, I'd smash that. Yes, I would smash that. Like it's already done, bro. Like I'm thinking, like when I get the chance or whenever it can happen, I'ma do it. So even if it don't happen today, if it don't happen tomorrow, let's say it don't even happen, you know, in the next month or 2. Let's say, you know, I'm trying to holler at her, some shit's acting up, whatever. But let's say she called you 6 months from now because let's say she had a boyfriend. She's like, look, I can't fuck you because I got a man. I don't really want to cheat on my man. And you like, all right, cool. Well, holler at me if that ain't popping off. She hits you up one day. She's like, yo, come through. Let's get this going, right? Because we're men. What up, Ellie George is popping. We think this way. We have a very linear thinking. It's like, okay, I made this decision. That's what it is. Now, again, there's some times where our shit can, you know, fluctuate also. But generally, we're going to fuck that girl. You understand? Women are not the same like that. You understand what I'm saying? Women don't think about it like that. So at first, a woman would be like, oh, damn, like this guy is, I'm feeling this guy. I'd have sex with this guy. That's how she's feeling right now. You understand what I'm saying? That's how she's feeling right now. This is why a lot of times I say you got to strike while the pussy's hot, because if she's truly trying to make it happen with you, she can make it happen with you right now. But what happens is if time goes on, sometimes it ain't going to happen because her feelings fluctuated. I remember one time I was at a spot and I was talking to this girl, this fucking, oh my goodness, this chick, she was bad. She looked like, damn, who did she look like? She looked kind of like, you remember that singer, what's her name, A-Marie or Mary or something like that? Like she looked like she's like black and Asian sort of, like that type of shit. But anyway, she was bad. You understand? So me and her talking, her friend was there too, this other girl. Yeah, A-Marie. I'm saying it wrong. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but y'all know who I'm talking about. But this chick was bad. So me and her kissing, doing all, getting all touchy-feely kissing and all this other stuff. And, she knew I had a wife. She knew I'm in an open relationship. She knew I got, a girl, whatever. So next thing you know, we're kissing, we're doing all this other stuff, and her friend was being occupied by this other dude. So I was glad he was there to occupy the friend. So he was, playing wingman to the shit. You understand? So anyway, we kissing. She's all grabbing up on me, right? And I'm thinking, shit, I want to get it popping tonight, because she was really trying to. She was talking about, oh, I want to do this to you and that to you, talking all this shit, grabbing my balls, kissing me, all this other stuff, right? So anyway, I'm trying to leave with the girl, but she didn't want to leave because her friend was with her. And her friend was like talking to the other guy, but she wasn't really, the other guy wasn't going in, so it was kind of like she wasn't too occupied with him. So basically, I couldn't see her that night. You understand? I couldn't fuck with her that night, right? So I said to her, yo, I don't think it's going to happen tonight, but she was like, listen. And she looked me dead in my fucking eyes, in the depths of my soul, and said to me, yo, she's like, I want to see you this weekend. Can we get together this weekend? You understand what I'm saying? She's like, I want to see you this weekend. And I said, cool. And she asked me like she said this to me like 3 or 4 times. She said, don't forget. She said, call me. Don't forget. Let's hang out Saturday. I'm free Saturday after work. I said, yo, I got you, yo. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, I got you. We gonna do this. Nigga, I hit this chick up on Saturday, man. Bruh, she gave me a fucking long-ass novel about how she can't do it. A long-ass novel. I mean, this chick sent me so many fucking text messages like, yo, I really wanted to, but now I'm thinking about it, and the fact that you have a wife, I just don't feel comfortable with doing these things, and we just kind of met, and I don't really know you like that, and yada, 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 yada. You see what I'm saying? And this chick was choosing heavy. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm trying to tell you guys, the feelings fluctuate, man. Which is why you got to keep talking to more girls and more girls and more girls and more girls. Even if you want one chick. Because you got to find that chick who's feeling you enough to want to keep shit popping. Who's feeling you enough to want to keep shit going with you if you want a girlfriend. Right? If you want to have sex with a bunch of different girls, you got to talk to a lot of different chicks, because chicks are going to always fall off. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to always fall off. The feelings are always going to fluctuate. You understand? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. So don't think that, the choosing is the end all be all. Trust me, I love when chicks choose up on choose up on me. I love it. I'm like, oh shit, that girl over there, nigga, she choosing heavy. Or I can tell when I'm near a girl, she's checking me out. She's doing. I love that shit. But what you got to understand is, if you're making that your whole game plan, you're missing out. That's all I'm saying. You're missing out. Because this is the funny part where what I find funny about all of like a lot of guys on the internet who they're just like, oh, just don't do anything, just wait for them to choose you. I always say this. If that was the case where chicks were choosing consistently every day, there would be no need for you to watch me or any other dating coach or anybody else teaching you game. There will be no need. Why would you need to watch anything I'm saying? Why would you need to learn how to attract women? Because all you would need to do is wait for a chick to be checking you out, choosing you, whatever it is, go up to her, start talking to her, and then she's supposed to fuck with you. And that would be the end of the whole thing. That would be it. If you had 10 or 15 girls every day choosing you, why would you be watching me? Why? Why would you need to learn any of this? You understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't. You see what I'm saying? You said, do you think avoiding eye contact and ignoring you is a choosing signal? And well, no. That's not her choosing. See, and this is the funny part. A lot of guys sometimes think chicks are choosing and they're really not choosing. And sometimes a chick is choosing and the guy don't even know she's choosing. That's the funny part. Because this is the thing. If you're let's say you're you looking at a girl, right? And you lock eyes, right? If you just lock eyes for a second and she looks away and does some other shit and she never looks at you again, that's not her choosing. You feel what I'm saying? Choosing is when it comes to eye contact and her checking you out, is when a chick is consistently looking at you for an extended period of time. You understand what I'm saying? So she may look at you, then look away for a second. When she knows you're looking at her, then she'll look back at you, lock eyes again. She'll probably smile, you understand? And then she'll look away again, but then she'll keep looking back at you. Or some girls would just stare at you and just smile and then have this, you understand what I'm saying? That's one form of, her choosing. You understand? Another way is like if you're you're at an event, you're at a bar or whatever, and you notice a girl is always near you. You understand? Like you move on to this side of the room, you end up seeing her coming around you, chilling, talking to her friend or whatever. And then you go to the other side of the room, now you notice her over there again. You understand? And she's kind of looking at you a little bit. Indigo TV. Now I can't take calls because I'm streaming on my phone right now. Right? And there's a lot more choosing signals that dudes don't understand. That's why I tell you guys, go to badboymembership.com to join it, because I have 15 signs she's into you, which is signs that she's actually choosing. You understand? And also, sometimes you approach a girl, you talk to her, and then she's choosing you as you're talking. This is why I be telling guys to approach, because sometimes a chick is going to choose you through the approach. You understand? That's the thing that dudes don't get. They'll choose you as you're talking to them. You see what I'm saying? So if you're waiting for a sign, you're missing out on the sign of her choosing as you're approaching and talking to her, as you're having that conversation. You see what I'm saying? Because they're getting a taste of you. You see what I mean? And I've used this example before. It's like when you at an all-you-can-eat buffet, you might see some food that you're not really interested in. You're like, I don't want to eat that. That looks kind of funny. You understand? And your friend says, nah, try that shit. That shit is good. Just try it. Try a little bit of it. So you take a little bit of it, you eat the shit. You're like, yo, this shit is delicious. You found out it was delicious because you had a taste of it. The same thing happens with women. Women start to choose you or start to realize they're like you when they get a taste of you. You see what I'm saying? And that taste is the interaction, right? But she wasn't going to choose you at first, right? The same way you weren't going to choose that food at first. You see what I'm saying? But now that you gave it a try, now that you had a taste of it, you're like, I like this shit. Same thing happens with women. You see what I'm saying? Which is why I'm saying that you increase your chances of interacting and making shit happen with women when you are being proactive. Again, if they are choosing, definitely take advantage of that. But you want to do both. You understand? Do both. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, wait for chicks to choose you, but also approach girls anyway, even if they're not choosing you. Because some of them are going to choose you while you're talking to them. You understand? You said too many men emotionally invest in these interactions. And that's the thing. The problem is there's a lot of guys who are scared to get rejected. T. Williams, you said, what are the choosing signals? I told you, I said, go to badboymembership.com. I have a whole program called 15 Signs She's Into You. That's all about choosing. So I'm not gonna say it all here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it all here. But I said, I gave you two of them is when she's consistently giving you that eye contact, and another one is when she is always find her in your little circumference in your circle. You understand? She's always trying to get next to you. So if you're at a bar, at a club, whatever, and you notice that you see the same girl at you all the time, you understand? That's her choosing. You said how important is building rapport with women? I mean, it's not, see, that whole building rapport shit is cool, but it's not like, okay, how do I say this so that it's simple? It's not necessarily where you got to build rapport, because building rapport a lot of times is more so like, trying to, I guess, find common ground with the chick, and, but it's more so, you don't need to necessarily build rapport. You need to have a situation where she feels attracted to you. You understand what I'm saying? That's really the most important shit. If she's feeling sexually attracted to you, that's what it is. So you can build rapport with a girl and she can still not be sexually attracted to you. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing. So you want to be able to interact with her, right, in a way where she's feeling a certain feeling that she's going to attach to you because you are inspiring her to feel that way. You understand? So, like, for example, if I'm talking to a girl, this is like I can build rapport with a woman talking to her and saying, she's like, oh, I went to a trip to Mexico last year, and it was really fun. And I'll be like, oh, wow, that was great. That's cool. I actually went to Mexico 2 years ago. And when I did this, it was great. And she's like, yeah. And then I went over here. Like, we're building rapport. We're like, you understand what I'm saying? We're going back and forth. But the difference between that and actually creating a situation where she's feeling attracted to you is totally different. So with that same girl, instead of, talking about that, you understand? Like, let's say she says, oh, I went to Mexico last year and it was really fun. You understand what I'm saying? And then so you'd be like, oh, that's cool. So, did you go to any, to the beach around there? Like, what were you doing? You understand? And then she's like, oh yeah, I went out to some beach and I went to some pools and it was fun. I like to swim. And you'd be like, yeah, I bet you look really good in a fucking bikini. Like, I'm sure you look so good with a tight ass bikini on you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that's different than, me just talking to her, building that rapport. It's more so I'm making it sexual. I'm making it flirty. You see what I'm saying? And that's the problem with a lot of guys. Guys are scared to make shit sexual and make shit flirtatious, but you still got to be smooth with it. You still got to be smooth with it. You understand? Because, like, I had a friend who she showed me this dude that was trying to holler at her from Tinder, and they exchanged numbers and shit. And what happened was he was basically going in on some sex shit, right? And long story short, she didn't want to see him. Now, it wasn't that she didn't want to see him. And mind you, this was a dude who was built real, like he had, like the fucking, six pack, built, a guy that most people will say is a good looking dude. But she didn't fuck him. Now, why didn't she fuck him? The main reason why she didn't fuck him, and you guys gotta understand this, is not because he was being extremely sexual. It was because when I was reading the exchange, there was a few things he was doing wrong. He was being extremely needy about being sexual. He was double texting, and he was being, way too. What's the word I'm saying? Like, he was doing way too much too fast. So he basically was texting her. He was like, "Yo, what you doing tonight? We need to get together so I can make you come or whatever." You understand? So she's responding to him. She's not like, she's not rejecting him or nothing, but she's like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" She's like, "That sounds cool, but I can't see you tonight because I'm working." So then he's like, "Come on, yo, come see me. Just don't go to work. Just come see me. Like, come see me real quick." And she's like, "Yo, I can't." Yeah, he's over eager. She's like, "I'm at work." And then so he sends her a fucking like dick pic or some shit. You understand what I'm saying? And she's like, "Bruh, I'm at work. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?" You understand what I'm saying? So then what happened was, and mind you, at this point, she's still like, okay, she's like, it's kind of weird, but she's like, "Look, let's meet up another day," right? So he texts her, he's like, "Okay, let's meet up tomorrow," but then she didn't respond to him. And then he's like, "Hey, what's up? Are you still there? I'm horny." And then he's like putting question mark, question mark. So she didn't respond to him, and he sent like 4 different texts, and she still hasn't responded to him. So this is what I'm saying. The dude, his issue wasn't him being sexual. He wasn't smooth with actually making it happen. All he had to say to her was, "Listen, I'm trying to make you come. I'm trying to get this shit popping." She'd have been like, "Cool. Well, listen, I'm at work." He'd be like, "All right, cool. Well, listen, I'm a holler. What time you get off of work? I'm gonna holler at you after work." She's like, she'll be like, "I get off at 6. Cool. 6 o'clock, hit her up. Yo, when you free so I could bend you over and get this shit popping." Right? That's all he had to do. But the nigga kept texting, being super eager, being super thirsty, and I'm like, "Bro, you're not smooth enough with it, bro. Just let this shit flow. Like, you sound like you gonna die if you don't get some pussy." So she ended up not fucking with him. You understand? So, oh man. So I'm telling you guys, it's like, you got to know how to, transition with a lot of this shit. Because motherfuckers be on some other shit. I'm like, bro, you fucked your whole shit up. And guys need to stop double texting. Don't ever double text. Or ask a chick, "Hey, how come you're not responding to me? You're done. You look needy as fuck." And what you guys got to understand is that when you act like that, you seem like you're fucking crazy. You understand? You seem like you're crazy. So imagine you're a chick and you said, what's double texting? Double texting is, let's say you say to a girl, "Yo, are you free tomorrow?" Right? And you supposed to wait for her to respond to you. Right? And let's say 2 hours go by and you don't respond to her. And then you say, "Hey, what's up? That's double texting because you didn't wait for her to give you the response. You see what I'm saying? So now, what you would do in that situation, if you say to a girl, hey, are you free tomorrow? Let's get together. And you're waiting for the response, and tomorrow comes, or a few hours came, and she hasn't responded to you, you just charge it to the game. Because she knows that you're asking about tomorrow, and she hasn't hit you back up. You said, or double call, exactly, that's even worse. You know what I'm saying? So don't do any double texting, double calling, don't do none of that shit. You said prime example when looks didn't matter. Exactly. This is what I be trying to tell dudes. And look, because the dude was jacked. You feel what I'm saying? And she still ain't going fuck him. So he ain't get the pussy. But he was a good looking dude. But he didn't get it because he didn't know how to finesse the situation. You understand? So, you know, Prince Sanders was popping. Yeah, I can't take calls now because I'm on my phone. So I'm streaming this on the phone. So I'm not even able to take calls. You said this lowers your value with women. Exactly. Exactly. Because now the chick goes from, you know, being attracted to you to looking at you like you're lame. And you got to understand this. Your behavior, right? This is very, 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 very important. You guys got to understand this. Your behavior around women dictates how they perceive you. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Your behavior around women dictates how they perceive you. So let's say a girl thinks you're a good-looking dude and she's attracted to you because of your looks. She's like, oh, this guy's sexy as fuck. You understand? And then, like this guy in the example, you start acting needy by double and triple texting. You start hitting her up all the time, trying to see what's up. And you're wondering, yo, you send her a message like, hey, I hit you up an hour ago. How come you haven't hit me back? Right? So now she ends up seeing you as less attractive. You understand? She sees you as less attractive because what she's looking at you and she's saying, would a guy who has experience with women, or would a guy who gets women, or a guy who gets a lot of women act like this? You understand? So if you're acting that way, what you're saying to her is, you don't get chicks. You're not used to this. You understand? Which is unattractive to her. You got to understand something. Women like to fuck with guys who other women want to fuck with. You understand? They like to fuck with dudes who other women want. You understand? They like to do that. Because what it's saying to them is, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. This guy will maybe fuck the shit out of me real good. This guy knows how to be in situations where women are going to be comfortable around him. But when you're displaying characteristics and qualities of a guy who doesn't know, then she don't want to fuck with you. Because part of her attraction is your behavior. This is why you can have a good-looking dude who will have a hard time getting women because his behavior is of a guy who is unattractive. You understand? So this is why I keep telling you guys that it's not just solely on your looks, because you could look a certain way and based off your behavior, the girl doesn't want to fuck with you because now she's looking at you like you're a cornball. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. And vice versa can happen where a chick, she may look at you and be like, yeah, you're okay. You understand? You're a decent looking guy, whatever. But because you display behaviors of a confident dude, a guy who knows how to interact with women, she want to fuck with you. You understand? This is why, always, go to RSD. Shout out to RSD. Real Social Dynamics. The thing with those guys aren't like some supermodel good looking dudes, right? They're just regular, average, everyday looking guys, right? But the thing is, and I've seen these guys in person, so I always say like, you gotta be wary of what you see on the internet. I've seen these guys work in person. You understand? And so because they know how to interact with women, right? Those women are attracted to them. He said, will you be doing a video on fashion sense to increase your attraction? Well, I have a thing on the Bad Boy membership called How to Improve Your Appearance. So I'll talk about that. You feel what I'm saying? He said I should make a double texting video. I'll probably have to do that. I'll probably do a video of how to respond to certain things when it comes to the texting and everything. Because a lot of dudes be doing that double texting shit. That shit is goofy as fuck. You understand? You said what to do if she pulls back? What do you mean? Pulls back by how? What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm hungry as shit, man. I ate like one thing earlier today. Man. But yeah, that's the thing, man. You just do a video on beta traits. That's actually a good idea. I'm gonna write that shit down right now. Hold on. Beta traits. Whenever you guys have ideas, let me know. Cause you said get some chips. These is my shit. You guys eat these. You guys eat these sun chips. These shits is good as fuck. And you said do a video about alpha traits. Okay, hold on. I'll probably do a video, but like the difference between beta traits and alpha traits. You understand? Man. Damn, the comments going by super quick because I have this shit on my shit. I'm trying to read these comments. Man. I'm out here in the boondocks right now. You said alpha and beta traits are animal kingdom, not humans. Aren't we animals though? I thought we was animals. Am I mistaken? Man. What up, Felix? Was popping, bro? You said, would I talk about a very important situation? What important situation? Sprint Love, or whatever the name was. Man. Crazy. But yeah, man. What time is it? I got to keep a look on the time. You said how women act when you hit it. That's how I should do a joint like that. You said addressing overthinking. Well, that's a good thing. A lot of dudes, they be overthinking the game too much when it comes to just doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like just doing what they're doing. So, But yeah, man. So do a video on spitting game in the gym. I think I had a video like that. He said, did I get to smash Erica after the last show? Shit, I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. See, I don't like to be telling y'all cats shit with some shit because y'all be running with this shit. That's why I don't really necessarily like if any of you guys following me on Instagram, which y'all all should, hit me up on Instagram at @realMrLocario. I don't promote chicks that I be hitting, that I be smashing. You understand? Like meaning like I don't like post pictures and videos a lot of me like, you know what I'm saying? In the bed with chicks and all that other shit. Like I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, I was fucking with this crazy bad chick one time, and her body was ridiculous. And then so I took a picture of it. You said smile if I smashed? Hilarious. I took a picture of her and shit. And she was like, it was a picture of her and me in the picture. And then she was like, oh, you should post that. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna post this shit. I was like, I ain't gonna do that. I'm like, I ain't gonna do all that. I know that shit is kind of, I know some cats do it and that's cool, but I don't like doing that shit. What do fit chicks want in a guy? What do you mean? Man. So what do you say about the modern women trap men with what? Hold on. Damn, I can't these fucking what do you say about modern women trap to the men with the help of a minority corrupt side of the devil racist system, putting a restraining order, stealing everything? What? Spirit love, you on some other shit, man. You gotta have to break that down. You know what I'm saying? You see how much does money matter when it comes to women? Oh shit, I'm fucking dropping shit. See, I'm trying to read these goddamn comments. Hold on. Let me put this shit back up. See, money matters when it comes to women when the girl doesn't really like you like that. Now, if you don't like you like that, then money matters. You feel what I'm saying? Money really only matters when the girl is not sexually attracted to you. I'll put it that way. If a girl is sexually attracted to you and you have money, that's a bonus. You understand? So, you said women only want money, that's it. See, y'all dudes, I'm telling you, see, this is what cats gotta understand about this game, man. Is that a woman, she wants a guy who she's sexually attracted to. This is the perfect, I talk about this on my seminar. The perfect guy for a woman, is a man who she's sexually attracted to and also has resources, meaning he can provide, protect, and all this other stuff, right? That's the perfect dude for a chick. You understand? What up, Cool Chris? Was popping? That's the perfect dude. Now, usually what women run into is one or the other. They run into the guy who they're sexually attracted to, but he's not a viable candidate for like a long-term relationship. Or she'll run into a guy who's sort of provider protector, but she might not be that sexually attracted to him. You understand? So, women want the best of both worlds. So if they can get that, then they're happy. They're like, yes, this is the motherfucker right here. But it's hard for most women to get that. So this is why sometimes when you have money, but she's not that sexually attracted to you, that's when it really matters. You understand? What up, Antonio? What's popping, bro? He said women are intimidated by a man who has both going on. Real talk. And that's the thing. See, this is the funny part. Because I also coach women, right? And the hardest part for women is that most women want that top guy, right? But it's hard to keep the top guy because most women want him. So imagine you're the type of guy who knows he can get a lot of women. Why would you want to really settle down? You understand what I'm saying? Or would you be in a rush to settle down? You probably won't. Sean H, yeah, charge him to the game, bro. You said define the top guy. So the top guy, again, for most women is a guy who she's sexually attracted to and also has money and resources. You understand? And so what happens is that most women want that guy. But that guy is hard to pin down for them to just have for themselves. You understand? Jume Bay, you said that describes you. And see, that's the thing. All of you guys should really, see yourselves as that top guy. You understand? But some of y'all are, y'all, because this is the thing. You could be the top guy as far as being sexually attractive, but if you ain't got no resources or any of that other shit, you're not the top guy that women are really trying to fuck with. You understand what I'm saying? Or you could have money and resources, but you have no sex appeal. You feel what I'm saying? So then you're not the top guy, but you could be the top guy in that category. So even if the game is off right now in your mind, be the top guy. Real shit. So what are your really honest thoughts on height when it comes to men attracting women? Well, this is the thing. If you're tall, right? If you're a taller guy, you're going to have an advantage up front. Like if you understand what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of women who, off the bat, they like guys who are tall, right? Now, what you have to understand about women, and this is why game is so important, this is why I go insane when dudes just talk about, oh, looks, money, status, height, whatever it is that women are susceptible to the game because of their feelings. You feel what I'm saying? So a girl could be dealing with a guy, or a guy can talk to her who's a shorter dude, and if he is confident, if he knows how to interact with women, if he knows how to make a woman feel a certain way, most of those girls will fuck with him, even though they thought they wouldn't. Again, remember, when I use the buffet analogy, once a chick gets a taste, sometimes that's all they need. But see, a lot of guys, because they're coming off the interaction with insecurity, well, this is what they'll do. They'll be like, oh, I'm super short, and no women are going to want me because I'm short. Or I don't look good, so no woman is going to want me because I don't look good. Or I don't have money. Women aren't going to want me because I don't have money. So when you come off that type of mentality, that's the thing that makes it hard for you to get the girls. Not because you're actually shorter than this guy, or you don't think you're the best looking dude or whatever it is. You feel what I'm saying? The real issue is your mindset. That's the thing dudes don't want to understand. Think about all of the great things that happen in life, or inventions, or things that's going down. It happened because someone believed they can do it. You understand? You said, how tall am I? I'm 5'11". So, you got to understand. You got to understand. So some of y'all say y'all 6'8", some of y'all 5'8". Like, look at Miles. Miles is like, damn, how tall is Miles? Miles, I think, is like maybe like 5'8" or something, 5'9". You know what I'm saying? And Miles don't have no issue getting chicks. You said Miles is 5'1". Y'all hilarious. Miles don't have no issue getting chicks. Miles's thing is he just is on some he don't really be like going in like he want to, because he just don't give a fuck. But when he goes in, it's a fucking rap. That's the thing with Miles. And even Miles said it on the show. You remember he said that live stream he called in, and he was like, yo, he was like, I'm bald, I'm overweight, and I'm short. This is what he's saying. He said Miles looks like he plays for the New York Giants. Because look at RSD Tyler. RSD Tyler he's like probably like 5'8", 5'9", bald. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's what I love about RSD, because if you see those guys and they getting shit popping, dudes ain't got no excuse no more. You say he's white though. What does him being white have to do with it? And that's another thing. I keep seeing this thing where people, for some reason, like they think like a lot of guys who are black, who are, you know, some black dudes, Indian dudes, Asian dudes, whatever. I don't know what it is, but they think that it's easier for white motherfuckers to get chicks. I don't know if y'all be looking at them goofy ass statistics for online dating thinking that is the thing. But if you look at any RSD videos or any of these other guys who do boot camps, 90% of their clients are white. You understand what I'm saying? 90% of these dudes who go to these pickup artist seminars and all of that shit are white. So how the fuck, you know, you thinking because a dude is white, that makes it easier? You understand? I understand that, you know, the whole thing of you know, white supremacy and all this other shit in the media portrays white folks in a certain light or whatever it is, right? But there's a lot of white dudes who go to these seminars, who go to these events, who's out there trying to get girls, who's having issues making it happen. So don't let all that shit fool you, man. So, you know, you said black guys want all the white women. Now you got it backwards, bruh. White women want all the black guys. You understand? Don't let these motherfuckers fool you. Nigga, let me tell you something about white girls, bro. Let me not even get started. Let me not even get started on that shit. Let me not even get started on that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness. You said get started? No, that's what I'm saying. Nah, let me tell you something, man. Nigga, sometimes I walk into the room, and if there's white girls in there, it's over. It's fucking over. Nigga, like, let me tell you something, man. If you're a black dude, it's too easy with white girls. But the funny part is, you have a lot of white girls who have fetishes, though. You gotta understand that. You got a lot of white girls who have a fetish for black dudes. They want the soul pole. You feel me? Let's keep it real. But you got to be careful, because you don't want to end up fucking a Becky who's racist. You feel what I'm saying? Because the racist ones will still fuck you. Don't get it twisted. You understand what I'm saying? You said, how am I avoiding getting Me Too'd? Simple. I see if a girl is actually, I see her character. This is what I was talking about on the last live stream. This is exactly what I was talking about on the last live stream. You got to see the girl's character. I question them. And then I also see their response to me building sexual tension. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of the whole Me Too shit and guys getting all this goofy shit happening is a lot of times from them not being, not having social intelligence. You feel what I'm saying? Like even if you look at the stories of the Me Too shit with like Louis C.K. pulling his dick out, trying to jerk off in front of chicks, and these guys doing a whole bunch of indirect goofy shit. That's why they got on that Me Too shit. Because these are guys who were taking advantage of chicks in situations, dealing with chicks who didn't want to fuck with them. See, when you fucking with a girl who wants to fuck with you and you're not doing no trickery and you're not trying to take advantage of the situation, right? Then that means that she wants to do it because she's feeling you. You understand? You saw how many women have I banged? I told you, I don't even remember. I can't even tell you. I said I stopped counting at 100, but if I was to estimate, it's between 100 and maybe 50 or 60 at this point. You understand? And the funny part is, it probably would have been in like the 200s now if I didn't turn down some pussy, because there's some pussy I turned down. You said, but girls lie when they don't get their way. What do you mean, Lorenzo? What you talking about? Spirit love you from Africa. That's what's up. That's what's up. You said neck and neck with Will Chamberlain? Nah. Man. You said, can I touch more on screening women? Well, that's the thing. Again, this is why I tell you guys, I'm going to keep plugging it. Go to badboymembership.com because I have a whole program called Reading Women. And it'll show you if a girl is interested, disinterested, or she's playing games. But I'll say a little bit right here is that it's really simple to screen chicks. What you want to do is you want to start off with verbal communication. So that means that if I'm talking to a girl and I say to the girl, yo, you got some sexy ass lips, right? And then I see her response. If she's smiling, if she's giggling, she's like, oh, thank you. She's like blushing. Then I know that she's into it. So then I keep going. And then, so let's say I'll say that to her. I might be talking to her a little bit about something else or whatever. And then I'll be, having a conversation, flirting with her, and I'll say something like, to her, I'll be like, yo, you look like you want to stick your tongue in my mouth. You understand what I'm saying? So then I say that, and then if she's flirting back, like she'd be like, oh, really? Like, what makes you think that? Or she'll like say something, goofy and flirty back. And then I'll be like, yo, come here for a second, come here. And I'll pull her in and we start kissing, right? So then now that we're kissing, now we're actually touching each other and kissing, right? That's showing me that she's sexually into this whole situation. So then if I'm at a bar, at a club or whatever, and we're kissing and we're touching, and I say, hey, let's get out of here, let's bounce, right? So then once we bounce, and this is the thing you guys gotta understand, and this is why I was talking about women's feelings fluctuate, right? Because what happens is in every point of the interaction, I still need to see if she's still there. You understand? So meaning if we're in the club or the bar making out and we touching and we kissing, I'm grabbing her ass or whatever, right? And let's say we get in a cab, right? We get in the cab now. Now I still need to see, if she's still comfortable kissing and touching and being sexual. You understand? So now we're in the cab, we're still sort of touching, we're getting a little close, right? Now that we get it out the cab, and let's say we're going to my place or we're going to her place, now that we're in my place or her place, I still need to see if she's comfortable getting touchy-feely and doing what we're doing. Because in each transition, her feelings or mind can change. Because I've been in those situations before too, where I've had a girl, we'll be making out at the fucking bar, and then we bounce, and then we get into the cab, and now I can see that she's kind of uncomfortable, meaning she's thinking about what's about to happen. She's like, shit, should I fuck this guy? This is what she's thinking in her head. You understand? Or I'll be in a situation where we kissing and touching in a bar. We get into the cab, everything's still cool, everything's still nice. And then once we get to the spot, now she's on some other shit, right? So I'm consistently seeing if she's wanting to do it. Because just because she wants to make out with me at the bar doesn't mean that she wants to fuck me when we get home. You understand? And so once we get to the place, I still need to see if she's into it. You understand? So I still gotta talk that shit. I still gotta interact with her a certain way, see if she's still ready to make it happen. A lot of times, some of them will all the way through want to make it happen, but sometimes their feelings will fluctuate and be different once that situation's there. So usually, when I'm first with a girl, and this is something you all should do. It's something you all should do. All you guys who are nervous about the Me Too's and all of the other shit, this is something you got to do, right? Is that when you get to a girl's house or you take her to your house, right? You want to be at an 8 and you want her to be at a 10. So what do I mean by that? You want to be at an 8, you want her to be at a 10. Meaning that she should be at a 10 sexually while you're at an 8 sexually. Meaning she should be displaying, ways that she's sort of wanting it and coming onto you more than you're coming onto her. So what I mean is let's say you get into your house, right? And then you go into the living room and y'all chilling. And you say, yo, you want some water? You want a drink or something? Right? And she's like, cool, yeah. So you get her a drink. Y'all chilling in the living room. Y'all laying, you sit next to each other, right? Now, you could sort of nudge the situation by getting a little close to her. Maybe put your hand on her knee or something like that while you're talking to her, right? But you want to fall back a little bit. Just fall back and let her come closer to you. You understand? Or you move away just slightly a little bit and then see if she's moving closer into you while she's talking to you. You understand? Or you could do something like, let's say you got your arm around her and y'all talking, you whispering something in her ear. And then as you whisper in her ear, you just kiss her on her cheek and then you fall back and you're just chilling on the couch like this. Right? Because what you want to happen is you want her to come closer to you and for her to start it and for her to do things, because you don't want to be in a situation where, because this is what happens sometimes. And this is why guys get Me Too'd and all this other shit. You get into a situation with a woman where she's over your house, you're over her house, it's the first time. And because she's there, she feels pressure to do something with you, even though she may feel like she doesn't want to do it. You see what I'm saying? So what you don't want to do is you don't want to, as soon as you get into your house, be jumping all over her and touching. You understand what I'm saying? Again, you got to still see and feel out the situation, even though throughout the night she was all over you. You understand? So now that, she's all over you now because you're sort of falling back and letting her do the shit, right? Yeah, she starts coming up to you, starts touching you a little bit more, starts rubbing your legs, starts kissing up on you. Then you could, okay, now we're making this happen. Because now basically what is happening is she's letting you know with her actions that she's actually into this. And usually what happens is that because she's doing this, right, it's because she wanted to do it, not necessarily because you started it, because you're making her start it. You see what I'm saying? Remember, this is the first time you with this girl ever. You probably met that girl tonight, whatever. You don't really know her like that, right? So, again, she's on a 10, you on an 8. So now, let's say y'all do it, and this is a key thing. This is I'm giving y'all a lot of shit right now, okay? So, yo, pay attention, okay? Pay attention. After you and her fuck, let's say y'all fucking and you get your nut or whatever, and y'all laying on the bed, right? What you don't want to do is this. You don't want to leave literally directly after. unless the girl says to, unless the girl says, oh, hey, I gotta get up in the morning. Like, unless she's kicking you out, don't leave immediately after you finish fucking. You understand? So what I mean is this. Let's say, y'all finish fucking. You might, you still got the condom on your dick, whatever. You got the cum all up in the shit or whatever. And then, right? You probably just go to the bathroom. Like, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You probably go to the bathroom, take the condom off. And usually I carry my condoms with me. I've always put the condoms in a tissue, take that shit, put it in my pants pocket. And I don't want my cum near any chick. But anyway, that's just me. Or some dudes will flush it down the toilet. You can do that. Some guys will probably do that too. Whatever. Anyway. So you take the condom off. You come back into the room. And you lay back down. And you chill and talk to her for at least 5 to 10 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? Just chill, talk, relax, cuddle, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Oh, this was really great. I had a good time with you. This is so fun, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the reason why you do this, the reason why you don't just, like, after you nut, be like, all right, cool, I'm out, and get my shit on and bounce, is because you said put hot sauce in it. That's that Tom Liker shit. So then, the reason why you don't want to bounce so quickly is because you don't want to give her the impression that, and this is it's so crazy because this is how chicks are. You don't want her to feel like, she was just being on some slutty shit. Like, you don't like her, you just using her for a vagina and then you're out. Because what you don't want to happen is when you leave, you don't want her thinking like, like, damn, like, what did I do? You understand? You want her to feel good about what she did. You don't want her thinking like you just sort of played her and just used her for the pussy. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why I'm saying stay like 5 or 10 minutes after it's done, unless she is kicking you out. So for example, I remember, like, I was at some I think I talked about this before, where I was at some event. No, it was I'm not even gonna say all the details, but anyway, I'm at a specific place. I smashed this chick who was staying at her boss's house. So because she was at her boss's house, she kicked me out right after. So it was literally after we was done. She's like, all right, you got to get the fuck out of here. So I just bounced. But generally, if you're at her house, or even if she's at your house, again, don't kick her out right away. You feel what I'm saying? Like, give it a little while, and then, you understand, you could let it go. Now, after you do that, the final thing you do is the next morning, right? Because sometimes the girl will text you, but sometimes she won't. But the next morning, you send her a text saying, hey, I had a really great time last night. And if you want to see her again, you can say, let's get together again real soon. Let me know when you're free. But don't need to do that if you want to see her again. If you don't want to see her again, just be like, hey, I had a really great time last night. It was really fun meeting you. And then you could just leave it at that, right? And the reason why you do that is because usually what's going to happen is she's going to send you a text back. You understand? She's going to send you a text and says, hey, I had a good time too. Hey, I had a really great time. Yeah, let's get together again, right? So now that text is your security. You feel what I'm saying? Because now she can't say, oh, this guy took advantage of me. This guy did this. Why? Because this text said that you had a great time. You just text me to say you had a great time. So what you talking about? You see what I'm saying? So I'm giving y'all for all you guys scared about getting Me Too'd and all this other stuff, these are the things you need to do. These are the things you need to do because you're dealing with women. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you guys. You said text her and say, hey, is Mr. Lucario the bad boy of the dating game? Exactly. Text her that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, You said I seem to be a man who's mastered my emotions. How do I accomplish this? Well, that's the thing. I still feel shit. I still get upset, pissed off, mad, and all this other stuff. But I'll say this: one of the things that really got me to a place where I'm just chill about a lot of shit is because, see, I don't, I'm probably getting a little too deep, but I'll just say this: I I don't take life too seriously. You feel what I'm saying? Meaning that, you know, and also is because I don't take it too seriously, and I don't take a lot of shit personally. Because a lot of times a lot of your frustrations is because of taking shit seriously and also taking a lot of things personally. So, for example, even when we talk about the game, when you're talking to girls or whatever, guys take shit personally as far as like, they're like, damn, this girl rejected me, so I'm upset and I'm pissed off, or this girl played me, or this girl was acting this way or that way. So they're making the thing she did affect them. You understand? But I always say, don't take any of that personally. You understand? You can't take it personally, and the reason why is because the thing she's doing basically doesn't really have anything to do with you. You understand what I'm saying? So even if a girl rejects you, right? Her rejection actually doesn't have anything to do with you. And interestingly enough, her wanting to fuck with you doesn't have anything to do with you. See, that's the part that you got to really understand. Because it's all coming from her. Because even when I talk about upgrading a girl and getting her to follow you and all this other stuff, all you're doing is inspiring her to do those things. She still does it based off of her own feelings, emotions, and all this other stuff. All you're doing is creating a situation where she can be influenced, but she still has to make the decision. You see what I'm saying? And the decision is her personal decision. So her rejecting you, like, for example, a girl may reject you because she says, I don't like this guy, I think he's ugly, right? Then another girl is going to fuck with you and deal with you and be with you because she says, I like this guy, I think he's very handsome. Two different girls, and they're talking about you. They're talking about the same person, which is you. One girl said, I ain't fucking with you because you ugly. The other girl's like, I want to fuck with him because he's hot. He's so sexy, right? Both of those things had nothing to do with you. They had everything to do with each of those individual girls' perception of you. You see what I'm saying? So when a girl is feeling me, I don't take that shit seriously. And when a girl's not feeling me, I don't take that seriously. You see what I'm saying? And that's I'm so far removed from all of that bullshit. You understand? And this is why I think, for me personally, why it's very easy for me to be in the type of relationship that I'm in, as far as being in an open relationship. Because guys, they're they're like, yo, how you deal with, your chick being with other dudes? And I'm like, well, none of that shit is serious. Like, none of this shit is serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna fucking die. You understand what I'm saying? None of this shit is serious. So I'm fucking with other women. She's fucking with other dudes. And even when you date, you said, why not be single? Because, and I'll talk about this before, there's more things that happen when you are in a long-term relationship. There's more benefits you get besides sex. Because if you're single, this is why, because people always ask me that, why don't you be single? A single person doesn't get relationship benefits. You understand what I'm saying? So you said benefits like what? So for example, most of you who've read my book, How to Have Sex with Two Women in a Day, The reason why that even came out was because my wife edited the whole book. That's the benefit. She helps me with my purpose. You see what I'm saying? A girl who is not my wife or not my girl, some random chick I'm just fucking ain't really, usually ain't gonna help me with no editing no damn book. Or she's not gonna do it to the effect of how my wife did it, because our situation is different. You understand what I'm saying? There's levels to the shit. You see what I'm saying? There's levels. It's just like somebody. It's the same. It's literally. I say it like this. Somebody might say, "Yo, why join the Bad Boy membership when you could watch Mr. Locario's videos on YouTube for free?" You see what I'm saying? Do you understand the difference now? Yeah, you can watch these videos, but there are other things in the membership. You understand what I'm saying? That are at super, other levels. You feel what I mean? That you're not gonna get with the free videos ever. So yeah, you can watch the free videos, but you're never gonna get the benefits of the Bad Boy membership programs. You see what I'm saying? So you could stay single, but you're never gonna get the benefits of being in a relationship, a long-term relationship with someone. But that's also if you know how to be in that relationship. You see what I'm saying? Because some people are in relationships and the relationships suck because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Or a lot of times people are, they are, in relation, or they're not in relationships and they're trying to have benefits of a relationship while they're single. It just is, it's ridiculous. You said more benefits to being single than in a relationship. I disagree, but I say it like this. I'd say the type of relationship I'm in is way more beneficial than being single. You understand? I can't speak for monogamous relationships. I mean, there are some benefits of monogamous relationships that I feel like is more beneficial than being single. But, it all depends. Like you said, who's that? Best believe it depends on what your needs are. Real talk. Real talk. He said depends on a woman. Real talk. What time is it? I'm gonna do like 20 more minutes. I gotta head up out of here. Jay Reese, that's what's up. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, a lot of times, a lot of the frustration and the anger and the turmoil comes from taking life too seriously, taking shit personally, being all up in your ego. All of that shit is crazy. Kills it. You understand? For real. You said, isn't true game getting those benefits without commitment? Well, see, that's the thing. How do you get benefits without commitment? Let's explore that. Because any benefits you get is because you've committed to something. It's like this. You're only going to get the benefits of everything I'm saying in this video if you committed to watching this video. Right? So how are you going to get benefits without committing? You see what I'm saying? You have to give to get. That's the problem with a lot of dudes out there. They be like, yo, Mr. Locario, let me tell you guys something. You know what annoys me, and you guys need to stop doing this shit, and this is in direct correlation as to why you are having trouble with women or even having trouble in your life of making shit happen. I see this all the time on videos, not just on my videos, but you'll see a long video. I did a video the other day, and I think it was called six tips on how to get more sex. And now I saw someone in the comments, and I'm not shitting on you. I'm just using it as an example. Is that I saw someone in the comments say, I don't have enough time to watch a 2-hour video. Could somebody just please tell me what he said in the video? You understand? So they want someone to write out the 6 benefits or the 6 tips that I said in the video so they don't have to bother to watch the video. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is a lot of people are looking for shortcuts. A lot of people are trying to get benefits from the game without committing to anything. And this is why you end up losing. You understand? You understand? And this is what I'm saying. Like, you have to give to get. Because there's only so much a chick is going to really do if you're taking and taking and taking and taking, but not giving anything back. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. You understand? Because even if a chick tries to, let's say you're like, look, I'm gonna try to get this girl who I just fucked like once in a blue moon to help me invest in my company that I'm trying to start. I need like 10 G's from her. You feel what I'm saying? This random chick you smash once in a blue, you understand? You're gonna try to get her to invest 10 G's, right? Now what's gonna happen is that you could probably get that girl to give you that money. But because you're not really, she's going to expect something for that. So one thing that's going to happen is she's probably not going to give you the money. She's like, what the fuck? I ain't giving you the, like, what? Like, for what? You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a whole bunch of questions. You're going to have a whole bunch of all this other shit, right? But let's say she does. You said if you have tight game, isn't that possible? Notice what I'm saying. Let's say she does. What's going to happen is she's going to give you the 10 G's, and she's going to be wondering what she's getting for the 10 G's. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have to give to get. You understand? So she's saying, she's thinking, what is he giving me for this 10 G's I'm giving him? You see what I'm saying? So it's like if I said to you guys, yo, I just want all of y'all to give me $97 a month. Because, we cool like that, right? Like, we cool. Just give me $97 a month. That's all I need. I just need all y'all motherfuckers to just give me $97 a month. You're going to be like, Miss Locaria, what the fuck am I getting for this $97 a month I'm giving you? You see what I'm saying? So y'all be like, hell no, I ain't giving you no $97 a month unless I'm getting something from that. What am I getting? You understand? You're like, look, they're like, Miss Locaria, your game ain't that tight, nigga. I ain't just giving you $97 a month. You understand what I'm saying? What am I getting for this? You understand? So when the other guy earlier was talking about how do you get something without commitment? I'm sure he was saying like commitment as far as like being in a relationship and marrying a chick. I'm not saying you need to do that. What I'm saying is in general, when you are trying to make something happen, right? You need to be able to commit to that thing to get something out of it. You understand? So it's like, if you hear all your friends talking about the Avengers movie and you want to get in the conversation and really know what the fuck they talking about and hear all the different things that was going on or comment on the different things that's going on, you're going to have to commit to those 2 hours to watch that movie so that you can get into that conversation. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing, and this is the problem with the game. A lot of dudes want to get shit, but give nothing. It don't work that way. You can't get if you don't give. Just like right now, you're watching this stream. The reason why you're getting this stream, the reason why you're getting the information is because you're giving me your attention. It's that simple. If you were not giving me your attention, you would not get what I'm saying. You understand? You said, what if you give but you don't get? No, you always get when you give. When you give me an example of you giving and you don't get. Give me an example. You say you don't think you get women of color to partake in the married with a setup though? Of course you can. Check out jujumama.com. Shout out to Rakim and Kenya K. Stevens. They're a black couple who are in a open relationship. You understand? But yeah, you're always gonna get when you give. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're the type of guy who like tricking off his money with chicks. You understand? Oh, you're definitely gonna get something. You're gonna get chicks who's gonna use you for your money. You're gonna get chicks who's gonna give you their attention for the money that you're giving them. So you're giving out your money and you're getting attention back from these chicks. May not be the attention you want, but you're getting that attention because you're giving out that trick vibe, that trick energy. You see what I'm saying? If you act like a pussy ass beta male type of motherfucker, oh, you're going to get some girls, but you're going to get some girls who's going to be very domineering. You're going to get some chicks who are going to take advantage of you, chicks who ain't going to respect you. That's what you're going to get for giving out that beta male energy. You feel what I'm saying? You always going to get when you give. Just like if you giving out negative energy, talking a whole bunch of shit and you doing a whole bunch of nonsense and you out here in these streets doing crazy stuff, oh, you gonna get something coming to you. Yes, you need to give confident energy, bro. Look at Tekashi 6ix9ine right now. You see what he getting because of what he was given? He said if you give the sexual vibe, you're gonna get that back too. Real talk. And that's why a lot of dudes don't get the sex because they're not giving the sexual vibe. They be giving the platonic vibe. They give the I'm nervous vibe. They give the I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this girl vibe. You feel what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. That's what I'm saying, man. You said that Tekashi 6ix9ine energy. Exactly. You see, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's what happens. Shit, what time is it? I got to head up out of here in a minute. So, yo, listen. I got to head up out this motherfucker. I got to go and do some stuff. But, yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in and hanging with me. You feel me? You said, how can you orchestrate a threesome? Get my DVD, The Bad Boys Guide to Dating. I have a whole program on there called, that teaches you how to do threesomes. You feel what I'm saying? So, But yeah, man, but shout out to everybody chilling. You feel me? I can't see all the comments now because I'll usually scroll through the comments. But I can't see all the comments. But so shout out to everybody that that hung out. Let me see if I can flip this. Can I flip this? Oh, it's locked. Oh, they got shit locked. Hold on. Let me take this shit off the joint for a second. Let me show you how this spot though. This shit kind of tight. Hold on. Shit is fucking dark in this motherfucker. So that's the kitchen right there. You feel me? That's the little living room section. Joint is crazy right here. Look where the lights at in this spot. Hold on. All right, this is the bathroom joint right here. You know, little bathroom joint up in here. You feel me? Shower and all of that. It's the bedroom. Bam. This is where all the fucking happens. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm in New York right now. I'm in New York. You feel what I'm saying? About to head out in a second, but yo, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I will see you guys again on Monday. All right. So you guys have a good Saturday. Go out there, have some fun, talk to some people, talk to some ladies. You understand what I'm saying? Don't just wait for them to choose you. Okay? Don't just wait for them to choose you. You feel what I'm saying? Go out there and holler at them and see what's popping. All right.